I've been involved in making a film, really, where I've been exploring this idea of what stops people responding is often their own internal part that says it can't happen. It's like part of our mind, and I think of it as the Dreamblocker.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is amazing. I've always wanted to see the Earth from the moon. That's incredible.
I used to have ideals like you, Jamie, but the problem is you've got to face reality. Let me explain. According to Newton's second law of motion, the effect of a force is proportional to its size. A big force has a big effect. A small force has a small effect. And a tiny, insignificant force like yours has such a minuscule effect that it doesn't make any difference. It is science, young man. Even if you care about these things, you can't change the world.
Oh, God. Oh, God, maybe he's right. Oh, man, I need some more time to think about this.
Yes, we'll take all the time you like. Come back when you like. You'll still be insignificant, young man.
Wow, that was pretty full on. That was amazing.
What happened, Jamie?
Well, it was great, but that guy at the end, that Professor No Way, he's right. He's right, he knows what he's talking about. You know, it's not realistic for me to think that I can actually change the world. It's too big a thing. I'm too small a person. I can't change the world.
Okay, so you came across some expert who said it's not possible, you can't change the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at that. Let's look at the evidence. Is the world changing?
Yeah.
And what's changing it?
Well, people are changing it.
So people can change the world?
Yeah, but they're changing it for the worse. That's the whole point. That's the problem.
Okay, but if we start from the point of accepting that people have influence, and at the moment that influence is going the wrong way, so it's looking at how can you turn that around?
Mm-hmm.
So if I asked you the question, what would you really like to happen?
I don't know, just a different way of thinking. People caring about each other, believing they can make a change to the earth, that we can make things better. Just a positive way of thinking.
So what you'd like to see happen is like a larger shift, perhaps even like some kind of the great turning of the beginning of the 21st century.
Well, yes, I guess so, yeah.
So like a bigger picture change like that, think of all pictures are made of smaller parts.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at a newspaper photograph under a magnifying glass, what do you see?
Yeah, it's lots of different coloured dots.
So if you see yourself as a dot within a larger picture, if one of those dots changes, will that have an effect on the larger picture?
Yeah, it will change the bigger picture, yeah.
Because it's also remembering that no dot is ever just by itself. And if you change, that has an influence on the people around you, so you get changes in the dots around you. And sometimes you don't need a very big change in each dot to create a big change in the picture. Do you feel ready to go back and face that character?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, should we give it a try?
Okay.
The Dreamblocker is the part of our mind that says, no way can it happen. And I've actually characterised this part, I've called it Professor No Way. Professor No Way is the part of our mind that says, no way can it happen. Whatever you want to do, no way can it happen, and he knows why. And we all bump into that part of our brain. And part of our training is learning ways to argue, to challenge the objections of our own blocker and say, well, hang on a sec, you know, you say it can't happen, you say we can't change the world, but in fact the world's changing all the time.
Yes.
And what's happening in transition town Lewes is a big part of that change.